Good morning everyone, we're back in the ploughing fields for another year on Agriland's live stream, and we'll be bringing you all of the action. And there's going to be plenty of it. The sun is out, it's great weather for ploughing, and it's a great day to come out and look at the ploughing. So if there's anyone inside or watching our live stream at the minute that plans on visiting, it's actually at the very end of the site today, and it's quite a bit of a distance away, but it's nice and peaceful out here for anyone who wants to come out. So what's coming up today then? We have the intermediate conventional plough class, the under 28 conventional plough class, under 21 conventional plough class, and the 3-furrow conventional plough class. Then we're into under 28 reversible and the under 40 horse, and we have the novice reversible plough class. So that's the new people, the beginners. A few people to look out for in the intermediate conventional plough class. We have Brendan Green. He's a former All-Ireland champion of the under 28. Sean Tracy might be a name that's familiar to you in the under 28. Lee Sims from Donegal is also in that class. Stephen Tracy, the youngest of the Tracy family to plough out of 3 generations, will be ploughing in the under 21. And Stephen Whelan, son of All-Ireland champion and world competitor John Whelan, is in the under 28 conventional plough class. But there's a big competition going on today, ladies and gentlemen, that maybe people don't really know what's going on. The 5 Nations is on. So within the 5 Nations you have the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland and Wales competing. And we're lucky enough here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, to have Gary Ireland with us. Gary is actually he's setting up his plough for the class. So Gary, you're in the reversible plough class. How's preparations going?
Oh sure, we're as ready as we can be now. Anyway.
You're doing your last few adjustments there, Gary. So you're ready anyways. What are you doing here now at the minute?
Just making sure I pull the back board enough for the opening split and be ready for the start the opening split at the start of it anyway.
Yeah, very good. And Gary, how did you qualify for the 5 Nations? So there's a lot of different competitions between the Worlds and the Europeans. So 5 Nations is who?
Yeah, last year's intermediate champions goes to the 5 Nations each year. Very
good. And you're ploughing with Kilkenny, and there's a lot of your brother ploughs as well.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm ploughing in 5 Nations and senior reversible for Kilkenny, so I'll be double judge, but ploughing again the brother.
Okay, so you're ploughing against your brother
tomorrow, yeah.
Very good. Okay, so there's huge competition in your family.
There's a family rivalry tomorrow.
And so tomorrow you'll just plough the one plot?
The one plot and judge twice, judge separately on it.
So two separate sets of judges. Okay, that's really interesting. So you don't miss out on your opportunity to qualify next year?
No, you'd be qualifying then for different things next year, hopefully.
So you won intermediate last year, so you're senior now this year.
Yeah, senior reversible now as well.
As well as the 5 Nations.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. And Gary, have you ploughed in Carlow before, in matches in Carlow, or are you familiar with the ground?
Every year I would normally come to Carlow to support their match, and I would know the ground, so I'd hope fairly well anyway.
Yeah. And are you happy with? We might walk over this way. Yeah. Are you happy with conditions today?
Look, you couldn't ask for better with drier, but you'd be saying maybe it's a bit too dry. With the tram lines, right, they might be a little bit deep, a little bit bumpy in places, but look at this, what it is now, and we just have to get on with it.
So you said it might be a little bit too dry, so just to explain for the people at home, so maybe it might be a little bit harder to get down into the ground.
Yeah, the top couple of inches can be a lot harder, and as you go down in it then it will be still loose and free, but just to try keep the top on the ploughing in that and not have it like drills really.
Yeah, okay.
Just more ploughed and drilled.
Okay. So you'll make a few adjustments then? You might change your weights or your ins, and when you're doing your ins and outs you might change your settings, will you?
Yeah, there will be changes in this ground, I'd say, alright, but hopefully like what we're practicing at home is something like it, so I hope there won't be too much changes.
And practicing at home, so have you been practicing a lot for the last 2 weeks, Gary?
Well, the last week I got a bit done as all really, since last weekend and a few days during the week on and off, so few plots done. Hopefully today is the one that matters though, during the week don't matter. Yeah,
and just to explain for the people at home, so I suppose you qualify early on in the year, so in the springtime and that, and you don't have a huge opportunity to practice like by the time straw and stuff is cleared off stubbles.
Yeah, like for the county matches it would have been last February I'd have qualifying for the All-Ireland, and like, you know, we'd all be busy with harvest and everything during the year, so you wouldn't really get a chance to clear off fields or that, or practice much before it.
Yeah, it's a hectic week before it, and it's very different ground conditions to the springtime for people who don't know. So it's a lot. The ground is a lot harder now as compared to in the springtime. It might have been a lot wetter. You were using your 4-wheel drive and stuff when you're
like, you know, Anton will pull the plough today once it's set right. So look, hopefully things should go well anyway.
Yeah, well, the very best to look with it, Gary, and we'll be keeping an eye out for you on Agriland, and we'll let the viewers know at home how you get on later on. Best of luck to you, Gary.
All right, thanks very much.
So that's all from the ploughing fields from now. We'll be back later with another update, and we'll let you know the winners when we know them later on in the day at about 6 o'clock.